I can't let you go without asking about Kyle Shanahan. You brought up Washington, new leadership, all of that. He was your OC, one of the 5 and 13 years that you had, which is just insane. He's 2-2 in the NFC Championship. He's 0-4 in Super Bowls. You know, you and Andy Reid had a tough time breaking through in Philly. He figured it out in KC. What is what is sort of the hiccup that you see in Kyle that he needs to finally break through?
Well, he's got to make the adjustment. He has to change. And one thing, talking to Andy and just we have that relationship where we just kind of bounce a lot of stuff off. He learned from our reign in Philadelphia of how to kind of go about it. And he was able to get over the hump and put himself in those positions. And I think for Kyle, he's got to find a way to change. And, it's certain plays and games that, they call and it's like, oh, why'd you call that? Or you find yourself in a position where you can secure the win and you just don't. So I just think for Kyle at this particular point, regular season, he does a dynamic job. Playoffs, excellent, but you just got to find a way to change to get over that hump.
Change what, Donovan? Change what?
Well, I mean, there's something that's probably so minute that we probably don't focus in on. It could be calling a timeout in the right situation. It could be running the football. Well, remember when he was in Atlanta, it was run the football against New England and neutralize the clock and get the first downs and keep the chains moving. He decided to throw the ball, get sacked, fumble. Obviously goes the other way. Momentum shifts. When he, San Francisco winning, people blame Garoppolo and the post throw that he missed. But there were plays in that game where you were up by double digits and you just didn't secure the win. And the same goes for this particular game this year. You're up by double digits. You just don't secure the win. So if it's run the football, keep the ball on the ground, run a screen, keep the chains moving, keep the opposing offense off the field, then that's what you have to do.
Is it, I don't want to put word, is it stubbornness, like unwillingness to adjust in the moment, game management? Is it nerves? Like, how would you sort of what adjective would you, use? Like, what is the...
I would say more game management.
Game management.
I don't think that it's nerve. I don't think that it's horseshit. I think it's more of just game managing.
So interesting.
Just managing the game in those tight situations. If it's beginning of third quarter, if it's the middle of the fourth, whatever it may be, it's just that game managing where it comes to just those one or two particular plays that could change the game. And you never know, it could create an explosive play down the road in that drive. You just never know. And it's just, that's when you see like the teams like New England and the success that they had with Tom, to San Francisco and their runs, Dallas in those runs, whatever it may be. It's just kind of changing something so small that can get you over the hump.
Mahomes is so special, but Andy changed, when I watched this as a fan, he adjusted everything to tailor and cater to his quarterback. So it's like Kyle's got to find that, whatever that thing. It's hard because the quarterback's different, but there's something, that's at least what I see when I look at Andy. I can't figure out the Kyle thing. And then
But think of this, you just brought up something that's really big that not a lot of people talk about. Now, when Andy drafted Patrick Mahomes, Patrick was more of a gunslinger, where it was like, I compared him to Brett, but he wants to compare him to me. I wasn't a gunslinger. And so what he did was he brought that down to the point where he trusted more of his checkdowns, and obviously he and Travis have a great chemistry. When you look at some of what Kyle Shanahan has been able to do in his offense, it's guys that he can coach and control. When you're a quarterback that kind of can get off schedule and create some plays and things of that nature, that's not something he's really known for. Remember, RG3, myself, everybody else has kind of been like Rex Grossman to now Brock Purdy to Sam Darnold. But Trey Lance, he wasn't able to create what Trey Lance was very known for to bring him into his offensive style. And what did he do? He got rid of him. And so it's more or less allowing your quarterback to open his game up a little bit more instead of, kind of puppetizing him and sitting there and be like, no, that ball's got to go here. No, you got to, it's like, well, I missed him. Let me pick up 5 yards. Let's go to the next play.
Donovan, you're incredible. Listening to you is incredible. I mean, does Brock Purdy have that? I've seen him scramble.
I believe so. I mean, I watched Brock when he was in high school here in Arizona.
Oh.
I think he has that. And you've seen that him get out the pocket and pick up yards in the NFC Championship and also in the Super Bowl. He has that ability. But he also will sit in that pocket and hold it because he's waiting on something to happen instead of just being an athlete. Hey, that clock is going. You got to get out that pocket and get what you can and go to the next play.